we've all been to conventions. What is weird things you've had to do in cosplay?
I heard you had a pretty good story, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I want to hear your guys' stories first before I tell my wife's story.
Done in cosplay.
Well, just, like, there's some, like, practical problems that come with cosplay, like pantyhose falling down, or, like, trying to get, like, wearing layers and layers of ruffles.
You mean a wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah, there's, like, wardrobe things, or, like, snaps falling off, things coming unsewn, getting frayed. There's a lot of things like that that'll happen.
You and your whole cosplay crew are hungry, so you roll up to a Popeyes and they're not ready for 8 people in full cosplay to walk in. I was in full gray Raven body paint too, and I was like, I gotta eat.
With the Norm staring at you?
Oh,
yeah.
That's uncomfortable.
But the people at Popeyes loved it. Like, the workers at Popeyes, they gave us, like, free drinks. And that's not always how it goes, because sometimes you walk into a restaurant and the restaurant's not very friendly. But the people at Popeyes were super friendly, and they asked us what we were doing. And because the Popeyes was a little bit away from the convention center, but it was nice.
Yeah.
Going out to eat is always a tricky area, because you're like, do I go upstairs and change? Is this normal enough that no one's gonna bother me if I go out?
It's not too bad if you're in a group, at least.
Yeah.
You know, like, I like when we're at OMG Con together, because we can go as a group in cosplay to a restaurant, and it's fine, because they know there's a convention in town, and we're all together. So that's okay. But there's been more than once where I've been the only person in cosplay in a group that's had to go somewhere or do something, and you just have to grin and bear it.
Have you ever forgotten about your makeup in cosplay and gone somewhere?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Because you'll take all your costume off, so you completely forget about your makeup. And luckily, most of mine isn't too weird. The only problem is if I've cosplayed a man, and then it's very, very obvious. I look kind of dirty, because like, you do pretty extreme contouring.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just look like I've got dust on my face or something. But luckily nothing too bad.
Sometimes I forget, like, I'll color my eyebrows to match my wig, and then I'll forget, like, oh yeah, my eyebrows are still green. No wonder people are, like, looking at me.
Crazy contacts in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Wait a second.
Ooh, what?
Why are your eyes red?
That's neat.
What?
That's contact.
Or if our friend Emily, she wears the full black.
Sclera.
Yeah, and that's...
Freaks people out.
It does. When I first saw her, I was like, "What? Oh, she's got sclera." If you're not accustomed to that, you're thinking, this lady doesn't have a soul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
I'm even, like, super intimidated by them. Like, just the idea of putting a sclera in my eye is scary to me.
So, my
Here we go.
story with cosplay is my wife wiped my ass. And I say it like that.
Good, throw it all out there.
I'm throwing it out there. I'm just saying it happens. I have a cosplay, the Ice Queen from Adventure Time, which is a gender bend cosplay that's actually official. And I decided it was the cool thing to do to make my own hoop skirt and wear crinoline together. The problem is when you have to go after a long con, but you still want to be out on the floor, you're going to have to use the restroom, but you're going to need help. And I didn't think this through. And so I went to the handicap stall because this dress is huge. I can't fit into a normal stall. I do my thing and realize I can't reach back there. Because I've got too much stuff. Like, I can lift it up to go, but I can't wipe. And so I'm like, Heather, who's my wife, you know, and the next time I'm like, Heather, and I have to hope that she's still there. And she's like, what do you need? And I'm like, I can't wipe my butt. And I just went number 2.
No. So sorry.
I'm so glad that your relationship is strong enough.
That's
that
a good partner.
So she did it. And there's nothing, you know that you're set for life in a relationship when your spouse wipes your butt. I mean, but these things
But
occur.
like when you have big props, big items, you need friends there at a convention.
You need a hand.
Or if you're wearing a mask like this that you can't see out of,
Right.
you need someone to guide you along. Or if you've got big armor pieces, you need someone to take off your shoulders when you go through a doorway or when you sit down to eat. Or like you need someone to help you lift up all the layers of your things or to like carry a prop for you for a little bit. Like going to cons, especially in cosplay with like groups of people, really good supportive friends is important.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you've got to plan ahead of time. You got to be
Right.
like, if this is a costume that I cannot easily get out of, I know that I do not need to drink a bunch of water.
You go before you get in it.
Yeah.
But stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. If you're wearing a very big costume that's not easy to get out of, stay away from the heat. For a lot of good reasons, because heat will mess up your costume a lot of times. It'll mess up your makeup.
Or
Stay
don't
inside
wear
when
it
it's
too long.
Yeah, don't wear it too long. Or wear it just for a shoot or something. Just think ahead of time. Think for the weather. I wore Yoko in the middle of winter, and that was great idea. Or I've worn very, very heavy costumes in the middle of the summer, and I never think about these things ahead of time. Please think about these things. I didn't. Learn from me.
And when we're all new to cosplay, you don't think about repair kits. But, I mean, that's more common now. You have people who will help you repair. Luckily enough.
There are people whose whole cosplay is just
I love
a
those
repair.
people. Those are the best people.
Yeah.
And I wish some of that had been around a little bit earlier, like 10 or 15 years ago. Because when you would have wardrobe malfunctions, you may not have thought, hey, I need to wear hot pants under this. Or I need to wear like a tank top. You're just wearing your bra and your panties. If some cosplayers are even wearing that. So yeah, wardrobe malfunctions do happen and be prepared. I was dressed as Triana from Venture Brothers, and I'm talking to a vendor, and she was like, oh my god, you're the first Triana I've seen. Can I take a picture? And I'm happy because she's recognized the character. I step back, and I just feel my mini skirt just explode off me. It was just like, and I was like, oh shit. And, you know, I wear hot pants under all my outfits when I wear, like, tight clothes. But for some reason, my brain was just like, you're in your panties. And so I'm freaking out. And my friend who's Link has his shield, and he's like, I got you. And he puts his shield behind me, and he's like, let's go to the room. And I'm like, I'm sorry. So he's taking me up the stairs with his shield behind me. And then, like an idiot, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got hot pants. I'm okay. But he's still like, no, I got you. And I'm like, no, I have hot pants. And he was like, no, I got you in case you're embarrassed. And I was like, you know, you're really supportive.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, look out for people and always tell them. I've seen more than my share of, like, girls that have some nip slip issues when they work, because there's a lot of characters with bikini tops.
Yeah.
And that stuff moves. And so if you see a girl and she's got something slipping out, help her out. Someone helped me once.
Yeah.
So think about everybody else, and then, you know, invest in some tape next time.
Yeah.
I will now forever. Always.
So
you never know.
What are your dues to help prevent slips, or, you know, just like mine, like wear hot pants under tight skirts?
Wear tights under everything too. Like any cosplay that has bare legs, just go ahead and wear some tights.
It looks really clean.
It looks
Yeah.
clean. It looks nice. It's gonna keep you warm in the winter. And then you've got like undergarments on in case your tiny anime skirt flies up or something, you know. And
No panty shots.
yeah, no panty shots, please. My Sailor Mercury has a built-in like leotard that snaps so that I'm safe from predators.
Okay, we're suddenly into Catch a Predator. Where's Omar? Sorry.
Fashion tape is always good. Spirit gum is also something you can use to stick things to your body that need to stay on your body.
Those like plastic bra strap things that will pull your straps and you can move them up and down so you can pull your straps in and like hide them.
Or just the clear straps. If you
Yes.
have something that is like with like a halter top that you're afraid to slip, do just a clear strap. You might be like, oh no, I want to be detailed to the character. It's okay. Those aren't going to come out in pictures. You
Yeah.
can edit those
And
out.
they'll
You
be
can put
very
makeup
easily
over them
edited
sometimes, too.
out.
Yeah.
Do a test run. Now, I recommend this
Yeah.
even though I'm very bad at it, because I'm going to a con tomorrow, and I'm finishing my costumes right after we're done doing this. So I will not be test running those. But anytime you can, especially a costume that you don't know that it has a chance to be more revealing, has a chance for some more mishaps, I guess. Do a test run, wear it for a day at home. You know, walk around and move around so you can see, like, where is this tight, where is it not, where is it moving.
Sit down in your cosplays. Because,
Yes.
like, don't design a dress or a skirt or something and then, like, realize or armor, I can't sit down in this, like, there's no way.
And
like,
you're going to need to
think
sit
about
down
ways
at
that you can
con.
take things off or layer things or add in zippers or whatever so that
Yeah,
you can
put
sit
stuff
down.
on Velcro.
Yep.
Magnets.
Magnets.
Yeah.
Find ways to
Magnets
make
are
it easy
great.
for you.
Velcro comes in little rolls and it's already sticky on the back. Just stick it on and go.
I am a big fan of the double-sided tape. It does eventually wear off. You're going to need to reapply it sometimes, but it does wonders for keeping stuff pretty much where you want it for a long period of time. Okay, so don'ts. What should I not do in a convention? It doesn't have to necessarily be just cosplay related. What should I not do? Because I want to talk about that.
Just roll up my really long list of Maddie's pet peeves at cons.
Don't forget to shower. You're in a hotel.
Lord.
In your hotel room is a bathroom. Get in the shower. There's lots of people. It's probably going to be hot. Shower. Deodorant. Very important. People will love you if you shower. Please shower.
Febreze. Bring the Febreze. Also, if you're wearing cheap shoes, You're gonna sweat and it's gonna smell. I have that problem. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Bring that, like, the spray you spray your, like, shoes with, so it takes off the smell. Like, please.
The shoe deodorant thing.
It's so helpful.
Yeah.
And that's just, like, the smell good thing. Also, if you are finishing your cosplay at a con, which try not to, because it never goes well. Never goes well. You're gonna stress everybody else because they want to go to bed and they don't want to hear or be kept up by the light. If you're gonna do it, at least clean up your stuff. If you're gonna cut your wig at a con,
Don't.
Clean up your stuff. Clean up all your little hairs, all your little
be considerate
paint,
of the
makeup.
people in your room.
Yeah.
And
Or
the staff.
Even the staff or the maids.
Yeah. Or at least if you're gonna be like that, please tip when you leave your hotel room. A lot of people are expected to tip anyways. Especially if you're there for a con, think about it. I know we can't all afford it, but if you can, if you're positioned that you can,
leave them the tip.
They're bless their hearts for having to deal with all that.
Just imagine
nastiness.
The last day of a con, everyone in the con hotel is leaving, and those people who come in and clean up afterwards have to clean up so many hotel rooms. You don't want your hotel room to be the one filled with cans and sandwich pieces and clean, like, when it's time for you to check out,
bags with you.
yeah, clean up, pick up your stuff. It's such a help just to, as you're getting all your stuff to go, put all of your garbage in garbage bags and leave them in a visible area so they don't have to worry about going through and picking up all these little things, because they've got a lot of rooms to clean and a lot of sheets to turn, and it's considerate, but it also helps that con stay in that area, because if you mistreat a con hotel, those hotels aren't going to want you back.
Yeah, and that ruins the convention for people. You get kicked out of spots that you like, or hotels up their prices, or institute weird policies. Like OhioCon, you can't even go up an elevator anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
if you see cosplayers sitting,
don't ask for photos when someone's eating or sitting. Like, someone just sat down, they just took off all their armor, they just have a breather, and you walk up and you're like, can I have a photo? Most of the time they're going to be like, yeah, because they feel obliged. Just because you see their friends taking photos of them or selfies with them while you're eating and having cosplay doesn't mean it's okay for you to do it too, because that's like a fun, like, friend thing. Doesn't mean you can just walk up and ask that.
It's always fine to be like, hey, I just want to tell you I love your costume. Do you know if you'll be around a certain place later? I'd love to take a photo whenever you're not busy. And just ask. A lot of times, I mean, I have my business card, so sometimes if I'm really interested in a cosplayer, I will give them a business card and like, whenever you're free, if you're free, I'd love to do a quick mini shoot, maybe like 10 minutes of your time. That'd be great. Of course, I'm a photographer. It's a little bit different situation, but you can always just
ask when they're available,
And people still want their picture taken.
Yeah.
They'll still be really touched that you knew who they were, Just wait.
And just don't touch anything. Like, don't walk up and be like, oh, your armor's cool, and start knocking on it. Don't be like, oh, your wig's great, and start like,
oh, that's a cool
do
prop.
that all the time.
Give
and
me
they just
it.
start touching it. Like, don't touch anybody's stuff.
Yeah.
If you really want to ask, there's no shame in asking. If they say no, they say no. But you can say, oh, your wig is really beautiful. Do you mind if I just really, really quick, just tap it? Or like, what is your dress made out of? Can I just feel the material? It's really nice.
Ask questions. Don't take. Don't reach out of or into someone's boundary and just take something, or feel that just because they're a character that you can do something to a character.
Treat them like the character.
Right, because everybody is different. Even though they're cosplaying a character, still recognize that they are not that character.
They're a person.
No matter how into it they are.
Don't run up to a cosplayer and just hug them thinking that's... You can love someone's character and be excited and not touch them. Or if you want to give them a hug, say, hey, is it okay if I give you a hug? And if they say no, don't be mad. And
it doesn't just happen to girls, and that's a good point. It doesn't just happen to girls, because I do have a guy who wears Halo armor, and for some reason, every time he wears his Halo or his Stormtrooper armor, women feel the need to either touch his, butt or his junk, and they're just, this is acceptable because he's wearing a codpiece, or, no, it's not acceptable. Do you guys have any con stories that you want to share with us? Any uncomfortable things, whether you're a guy or a girl? Thank you guys for watching another Cosplay Gaiden. Bye!
Get in here. Bye!